So this is not like, you're probably thinking, what is this video? Why is she on my screen again? Can't she rest? Like many people, I have been closely following a show called Love Island, and I'm sure some of you have seen some of my posts on Instagram. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm sure you've seen some of my tweets. And I just felt like I had to come and just speak about this season, because if someone came up to me and they were like, how would you describe Love Island using one word? I think the rightful word to use would be a disgrace. Just an utter disgrace. Like, ITV, the producers, yeah, they had not one, they had basically 2 years to get a good cast, a cast that was diverse, up the antics, and they flopped. How'd you flop? There's so much that I could talk about, but to be honest, I didn't want to make this video really long because the whole show has just irked me from the beginning to the end. Where do I even start? Where do I even start? So first off, the show wasn't diverse. And most of the people of color that they put on the show, I wouldn't say they're like your typical ethnic minority. They're ethnic minorities who have grown up or been around majority of white people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're someone who's you're getting excited, you've waited 2 years, you're thinking, oh, they're going to put more ethnic people that you can relate to on the show, and they don't. You actually had one job. Like, it's so simple. Hire me if you want to. Just hire me. Hire someone else, because there was just no diversity. Once again. Second thing that I wanted to talk about, which annoyed me, was, I know this is a game show. It's a show. It's not life. It's not reality. It's kind of reality TV, but it's a game show. Like, even though I'm talking about Love Island and making this video, I know it's not serious. But some of the way some of these people were moving, it's just like, I know you do like psychological like analysis of the contestants before they go on the show, but some of these lot were not correct. Like, how did you get past the psychological analysis stage and then end up on the show? Like, all the messing around, jumping from islander to islander because you're trying to find love on the show, that's fine, that's fair enough, it's a game show. But you see me, yeah, maybe it's because they're in there 24/7, but how can you fall in love with someone that quickly? It's been like 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Like, I know the producers, ITV, are smart because they just cut out a lot of things that we don't see. They only fit in Love Island for like an hour, and then after that it's just like, oh, that's it. So they need to like ram the bits that they want us to see into that hour. Back to my psychological analysis. There's one contestant on the show that I could not, it's finished now, that I could not stand. And I know some people love her, and I don't know why, but yeah, no, Faye. Yeah, the only thing that I'll give her props is that she was there for her friends. She did keep it real. She was real with people. She says it as it is, and that's very hard to find in people these days. Even your own friends, like, they don't keep it real with you. I mean, not my friends, but yeah, some people, they don't keep it real with you, and she did, which was great. But those of you that watch Love Island religiously, like I did, you would have watched that episode where she, I'm going to say it's verbal abuse because it's actually verbally abused the guy that she was partnered up with, which was Teddy. And I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't watch it on the night. I watched it the day after because I was busy that evening. But it was actually very, very triggering. Like, I'm not someone who has been in any form of like physical or domestic abuse with a partner or whatever. God, I rebuke all sorts of people coming into my life and my friend's life and family's life in Jesus' name, amen. But if I was someone who had gone through some form of verbal domestic abuse and I was watching Love Island and there was no trigger warning and I just put that on, and then that scene where she was basically verbally attacking Teddy comes on, I'd be very triggered. I'd probably relapse. Like, it was actually very disturbing. But my thing is, it's just that, okay, she apologized, but she only apologized because the producers told her to, and they even told us that they told her to apologize because of all the 25,000 Ofcom complaints that she had. And people are just like, oh, you know, she apologized. And you know what? Kudos to them. Kudos to Teddy. My guy is just deep in the sunken place. Mr. Babylon Bandit. He just doesn't want to get out. And he's in love, which is fair enough. That's their relationship. But as an outsider, it's looking very discombobulated. But hey, each to their own. Another thing that really annoyed me is the fact that the only like proper black couple on the show, they barely showed them in like any of the episodes. But then you want to be showing domestic verbal abusers. You want to be showing people like Jake who mentally manipulate women. You want to be showing us stupidity of one person jumping to 4 people all in the same episode. Like, I was just like, you lot are just rude. And I don't care what anyone says, it's just giving me racissimo vibes. That's what it's giving me. Because how can you not show them? I'm talking about Kaz and Tyler, by the way. How can you not show them? I know people have DM'd me and they're like, oh, none of the couples in the final are going to last, or Faye and Teddy are the only ones that are going to last, or Millie and Liam are the only ones that are going to last, and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, I actually don't give a damn if they stay with each other or not. Do you see what I'm saying? I want everyone to be happy in life. I just wanted at least Kaz and Tyler to be in that top 3, top 2. But no, they put Faye and Teddy as number 3. It's okay. It's actually okay. I was also going on Twitter. Guys, the only reason why I really watch Love Island is because of Twitter. Because the tweets that people tweet are immaculate. Fantastic. Top comedy. And if you haven't got Twitter, then you're really missing out. I'm not even going to lie, because it is so funny. Someone said something that was really clever and they were like, oh, ITV already know who they want to win Love Island. Like, they build it up and they produce the show and they edit the show to make the public love a certain couple, and then they end up winning. And then I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Because, okay, if you haven't watched it, then that's your own. But Liam and Millie basically won. And I don't know how they won, because my guy was doing up menage a trois with his lips, kissing 2 girls at the same time in Casa Amor. And then he basically told another girl that he was interested in her. Like, his head was thinking about one girl and then his heart was thinking about Millie. But in order for him to realize that he liked Millie, he now went to go make out and do shenanigans with another woman. Where's the sense, please? Because I can't find it. Can you find it? I really like to know. That's why I like to say, and don't attack me, but that's why I always say that men are mad. Because how can you think you like someone, but you now need to be kissing and caressing someone else just for it to cement in your head that you like this other person? All right, okay. But anyway, happy for them. They won. They're a young couple. Liam's 22, even though he looks like a 32-year-old man. And Millie is 24, I think. Whether they last or not, who knows? We shall see. I'm just trying to think of what else annoyed me this season. To be honest, the first 2 weeks were so dry. In fact, the whole series was dry. The only time it climaxed and peaked is when we got to Casa Amor, and that's because they brought in very, very attractive men and very, very attractive women into the villas, to, you know, to seduce the current islanders that were there. But after that, it just declined. One more thing that I'm going to talk about, and as a black woman, as a black person, even not even just a black woman, as a black person, it was very obvious that, you know, because Kaz was a black woman, and even if you think she's fake or whatever, that's your own. I don't think she's fake. I think she kept it real 100 the entire season. But it was clear that ITV didn't want her to prevail, because why do you keep bringing in, you know, she's the only person that's by herself. Everyone else was in like couples. ITV kept bringing in these dry bombshells. They weren't bombshells. These bombshells that they were bringing in, no sauce, no character, no personality. Oh my gosh, how can you bring in someone that has no personality? For me personally, I can't. Like, I cannot be friends with someone who has no personality. It's like looking at a blank white wall. You're not giving it any substance, you're not giving anything, and it's just so boring to watch. I'm thinking next year when Love Island films, don't think I'll be partly in the country, but I'm not even going to watch it, because, and I say that now and you're going to be like, she's going to watch it. No guys, I'm not going to watch it. I'm only going to watch it if the people that first enter the villa are given some substance and some sauce. If they're not given any substance or any sauce, I'm not watching it. I'll stick to my Netflix, thank you very much. I'll stick to my Real Housewives. I'll stick to my, you know, I'll even start watching EastEnders. But God forbid I watch Love Island and it's as dry as it was this year. I'm not doing it. But yeah, I just thought I'd make this video because I was just very annoyed. I was very annoyed. Not even at the outcome, because I knew that Kaz and Tyler weren't going to win and they don't want to see black people prevail in anything. But hey ho, it is what it is. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, this is a one-off. I'm not coming back to do anything else again. I just wanted to create this, and here we are. I'm going to get myself an ice cream because the ice cream truck is outside. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys.